Hello, and welcome back to Horrific Horror Review. I'm Jim,
I'm Eric B.
and today we're going to talk some more Halloween favorites.
Yeah, I gotta stop looking at guns.
You been looking at guns today?
Fucking shit. No, I'm looking at them right now. I can't stop.
Revolvers?
Yeah, gonna get those off of there. Okay. There we go. I'm ready now. Oh, God, those are so pretty.
Today you got a list. What do you got going
Not
on?
a huge list.
It's decent looking. Or let's list the guns.
It's not huge. No, that's not a list of guns, no. No, because we're doing the whole Halloween thing all month. So, I watched Halloween 4 and 5 yesterday.
You love 5.
I love 4 and 5.
Yeah?
I do. I love 4 and 5. I do. I'm trying to
we're
figure out.
talking the little girl.
We're talking Danielle Harris as a little girl running around her Uncle Michael Myers trying to kill her.
She has a really cool clown outfit.
And the first one, yeah, and 4. Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out which one I like better.
All right, between 4 and 5?
Yeah.
And refresh my memory, what's 5 again?
So 5 is Danielle Harris's character, Jamie, is in a kind of hospital asylum since the last movie. The last movie ended with her stabbing her adopted mother. And her on the stairs. Loomis was going to kill her because it was like the cycle was starting all over again.
Right.
She's standing there with some bloody scissors in the same clown outfit as Michael.
And is this the one where Michael got smashed up against the tree?
No. No. That's the one with Jamie Lee Curtis chops his head off. That's like H2O. No. At the end.
No, when the little girl's there.
Here, let me finish and I'll tell you. So, the 4 was the one, or here, let me just tell you 4.
Okay.
Alright? 4 is the one, it ends with Michael being shot up by the local police force and the local hillbillies. And he
Oh, they got like the posse going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he gets shot and he falls into the old foundations of an old mining shack or something.
Okay,
they don't really explain what it is. And and at the end of that's all they show you at the end of 4. He gets shot up and his body falls down into this fucking thing, and it fucking ends with Jamie killing or stabbing her adopted mother, and fucking the whole Loomis, no,
Right.
no,
Not again.
and fucking the cop, knocks the gun out of his hand.
Of course.
But this one, 5 starts there.
And she's still a kid? Or
Yeah, it's like the next Halloween.
Okay.
It's
still Danielle Harris?
Yeah, just listen. So
why don't I remember this movie?
the 5 starts off with Michael getting shot up, falling through this wood and shit, and this weird building. It's like a buried building or something. Huh? It's really bizarre. But then they cut to this other footage of him crawling out and crawling into this lake, this creek, and getting washed downstream. And he gets caught in a grate, and this old hobo pulls him out.
I know it.
And takes care of him and kind of
nurses him back to
for a year, feeds this comatose body apparently, instead of just taking care of himself. He's a hobo. I mean, come on, man. But he nurses this fucking dude for a year, keeps him fed and shit, keeps him alive, and then on Halloween, he wakes up.
Of course. It's his birthday.
But in this one, Jamie, the little girl, Danielle Harris, is mute in this movie. She doesn't speak.
Right.
She doesn't even scream.
Right.
She just...
I remember. Yeah.
And it's the sister, her adopted sister from the last one, but she dies really early on in the movie. You know who there's the awful poppy jumpy friend Tina, because Danielle Harris screams her name the whole movie. Tina! The whole thing, she's really irritating. She's the most irritating female character in any of the Halloween movies. She's fucking awful. But I watched 5 yesterday, and I watched a documentary about the Thorn trilogy. It was interesting. So when I was a kid, trailers, I swear to Christ, swear to fucking God, Christ, Jesus, fuck. When I was a kid, and I saw trailers for Halloween fucking 5, I swear to God there was a SWAT team in that fucking... I was like, they finally fucking sent a SWAT team into fucking Michael Myers' house. Like, I was like, yes! You know? And I watched the movie as an adult. Like, I'm going to sit down, I'm going to watch all the fucking Halloween movies, I'm going to see what I fucking missed, I'm going to watch everything. No SWAT team.
Okay.
And I'm just like, it really fucked with me for a long time. I watched in this documentary, they did shoot a scene with a SWAT team.
And it got cut.
And it got cut. But you know how they'll make trailers before the final cut?
Yeah.
So the SWAT team got cut into this trailer that I saw.
So at least you know you're not crazy,
Ah,
right?
fuck, that shit like that makes me nuts, man. There's a couple other weird things.
You know about that Mandela effect thing? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yes. Yes.
I got a lot of that going on.
That's just, you know what, all that shit is just, I just remember it differently. That's what that shit is.
Most of it, yeah, but like you said, swear to Christ, swear to Jesus, swear to little baby Jesus, whatever it is. It was Sex in the City, dude, when it came out. It kills me that now it's Sex and the City.
See, I remember it as Sex and the City.
Yeah, me too. It's
Sex
and the
I remember it as Sex and the City. Always.
Like
Yeah.
A-N-D?
Yeah.
I mean, never.
Yeah.
Yeah, see.
I guess my biological makeup does better in this reality's matrix than yours fighting it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, so there was a scene in Halloween 5. Do you remember this scene where they're in a school and I don't know if it, I don't know if it was 4 or 5. I think it was fucking 5 though, where they're in a school and Michael like grabs Loomis and throws him down a set of fucking stairs. He's got like white hair. Michael's got white hair. It's like white blonde hair. Do you remember this?
I do.
And like being like, what the fuck is that about?
Right.
Check this out. No shit.
Saw this on the documentary.
It's fun. Yeah, I've always wondered about that fucking scene and that fucking weird white-haired Michael for like, and they don't explain it. They just like, when they first ordered these masks, they ordered like, I don't know, 5 of them or something. You'd think they'd have a fucking 100 of them.
Right.
They only ordered like a few apparently. They came in pink with blonde hair for whatever reason. And they were like, it's, weird, right? They came in pink with blonde hair.
Like pink or
pink
like flesh
skin,
pink?
Pink skin with blonde hair.
That's a weird looking Captain
So
Kirk.
they took a few of them, spray painted them white, dyed the hair black. That's why you get varying like hair shades in 5. Like there's somewhere it looks streaked almost. Like there's gray streaks in it. But they left one untouched. And like 4 o'clock in the fucking morning, everybody's tired. Everybody wants to go home. Oh fuck, we forgot the mask. Go run out, grab a mask, come back in. It's the fucking blonde one. Apparently, whatever like second unit director or whatever it was just like, fuck it. We're shooting it and we're going home. And they shot it. And no shit, they were like, we assumed someone would catch it and we'd end up doing reshoots or something. It just made it.
It made it past all the
it
other
made
channels.
It through like an editor or something, and
Even
eventually it's like, well, like we got to run with it because it's all we got. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and I've always wondered about that blonde Jason, that blonde Michael.
That's weird
because that scene always pissed me off. It always really freaking weirded me out. I would pause it and be like, "Do you see that? I'm not crazy, right?"
Right. It's blonde. Interesting.
There was one more weird thing I learned about that movie that I wanted to bring up to you. What was it?
I love that it's Captain Kirk.
Oh!
I love that.
Check this out! So you know the fucking hobo
Yeah.
that
takes
like
care of
takes him in?
Mhm.
Check this shit out. This totally changes the Thorn trilogy idea
Okay.
and kind of reshapes it. It originally it wasn't some old hobo. It was, which almost to me like seems like the same old hobo from the Blob remake.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Anyways, it wasn't a hobo. It was like this creepy goth fucking dude, like goth homeless guy who like lived under a bridge
All right.
and like
Alice Cooper.
like like kind of like super into witchcraft and shit.
Okay.
And he found Michael, and
Alright.
he was like, oh, you know, like thought he was meant to find Michael. You know what I mean? So the reason for him taking him in and taking care of him made way more sense.
Sure.
Because the guy was like delusional in like this super like weird Halloween kind of way.
Okay.
You know, so he and he's the one who put the Mark of Thorn on him, the tattoo on his fucking wrist.
Okay.
He's the one who put it on there. But they scrapped all that and did the old man instead.
Let's have the Frankenstein in the woods scene.
It was a lot. Yeah. Friend,
Yeah.
smoke.
Let's smoke. Yeah.
Good.
And he kills him, doesn't he?
And he kills the old man, and he killed the goth nerd too. In the
Okay.
original cut of it, he kills.
But he does kill the. It's his first kill when he wakes up. Right?
When he
kills
first
the
wakes
guy that
up
takes-
in part
took care of
5,
him.
the first person Michael kills is the fucker who took care of him.
Nice.
Which is, you know he's gonna kill. You gotta know.
Yeah.
Michael's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the scorpion and the toad, the frog. You
It's
know,
gonna happen.
why'd you sting me? Because I'm a scorpion, motherfucker. He's Michael Myers. Doesn't matter what you do for him. He's gonna kill you. Yeah. So I found out some things that had bothered me about Halloween 5 since I was a little kid.
Cool.
You
That
know?
works out.
Fucking bugged me. Shit bugged me, man. Danielle Harris prefers 4 over 5. She doesn't even really like 5.
Okay.
She didn't like the whole mute thing.
Right.
She thought the stuttering sidekick kid was a total fucking joke.
Right.
She was not into it. Michael's coming.
Right.
They could have done without that kid. It was
Right.
it was a weird setting. I'm watching it today.
And that kid grows up to be
Hmm.
the Ant-Man character later?
No,
That's a different kid.
that's a different kid.
Okay.
That's the kid. Ant-Man, Paul Rudd.
He's like the little kid that was getting babysat?
He was the one who was getting
With
babysat
Rory?
by Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah,
Okay, yeah. There.
yeah, that's
Okay.
who he was.
Yeah, okay.
I'm Tommy Doyle.
There you go, Tommy.
No, you're not.
I watched a movie the other day.
You're in the 40-year-old
That-
bird. You're funny. Stop trying to act creepy. It's really funny.
Like,
kinda
I was
cute.
telling you, Hulu added a tab called Huluween, and it's a bunch of their
Yeah, you told me they
movies
put a
on it.
bunch of scary movies in there.
Yeah, and like they have them broken up. Even it's like scary TV movies, and then there's like
Oh,
this will
suck
scare the shit
my
out of you,
dick.
and then they have
All right, man. I love TV movies, especially old ones.
I got a
They're
bunch of
so
that.
bad. They're so fun.
the first thing I watched.
I gotta go home.
Gotta check it out. I'm out of here. The first thing I watched was The Fly. I haven't
The
watched
original?
It. No.
It was in color?
Goldblum.
Right?
I watched the
Oh,
Jeff
Goldblum. When did you watch
Like
this?
a couple days ago,
No shit.
and I haven't seen it
Fuck.
in years.
Dude.
I forgot just how fucking gory and good that movie is. It's
Fucking
twisted. Like he gets twisted up
phenomenal.
fast.
Phenomenal movie. It's not long. It's not like some long drawn out, like we're waiting for something to happen.
No,
Things
they
get gnarly
right to it.
quick.
And it's weird. I didn't remember the part. I remembered him as the nerdy scientist, and I remembered him as converting into the Fly.
Okay.
I forgot that middle area
The
where he was
dickhead
like
part?
super buff and like
breaking guys'
doing,
arms and
and arm wrestling,
Oh.
and he was like doing gymnastics in his fucking warehouse. You know, like he got super buff for that movie. Like I didn't realize how
Jeff Goldblum is in
still
phenomenal
scrawny,
shape.
but right, crazy.
And you wouldn't think it because he plays these nerd roles. He's always
Like,
like
almost always.
this really cerebral kind of guy.
I'm smarter than you.
And then he
I'm
takes his
arrogant.
shirt off.
Yeah,
he's
all
like
fucking ripped
he's
up
like a
and shit.
barbarian, dude. It's like, whoa. I think that's why women love Jeff Goldblum because
Yeah.
he can do both.
Right?
You
He's
know what
got
I
the
mean?
best of both worlds.
He
Right?
can do both. Women love Jeff Goldblum.
That fucking monster was good. In
At the
every
end?
shape and form. Yeah.
The
yeah,
oh,
the end
just you
was
mean
great,
like
but the transformation.
the
was just-
complete monster.
yeah, and there was
Yeah.
the little gross nuances, just the fucking
Ugh.
puking on his food, you know? Like, oh, it
when
was
he
great.
has Gina Davis over and he's like mid transformation and he's gone past the point of I'm getting stronger and I'm
Right.
getting better and he's starting to get
It's like his ears falling off.
He's starting
and
to
crawling around
atrophy.
on the roof.
he's walking around with those crutches
Oh, the
You
second
know?
time she comes back. Yeah, yeah.
and he's got these gloves on, these work gloves
yeah, because all
to
his
keep
fingernails
his fingers
fell
from
off and shit.
falling off.
He's using them so he can still type on the
Yeah.
keyboard with these fucking big ass
Yeah.
work gloves.
And
Yeah.
his
his ear falls off while she's talking to
he's
him.
talking to her and he like grabs like a Twinkie looking thing
Donut, dude. It's a donut.
and goes "Bleh,"
yep.
all over it. And he looks and she goes and he looks at her like he didn't even realize what he was doing
Nope.
was
He's like, oh, my
and
bad,
he goes,
my
"Oh
bad.
my god, that was disgusting, wasn't it? I'm so sorry." And then he like scratches his ear nervously and it falls off and he's just like, "Oh Jesus, I'm a mess."
It's just there's fucking sugar products
And then-
everywhere.
the best part. He goes, "Help me," you know, and she hugs him.
Oh yeah, he's
Fuck
super gross. Like,
You,
he's dripping like Pizza
He's-
the Hut, dude.
oh
Like
yeah,
he's
he's got
that's the first
pieces
thing
of
I thought.
himself all over his sweater and shit. And she hugs him.
She did.
He's still got that nasty acid puke on his face.
Oh yeah.
And he's got his head in her hair and shit.
Yep.
No woman on the planet is gonna hug that man. No.
They didn't have a long enough relationship for that to happen.
She banged him,
Yeah.
got him a leather jacket, tried to turn him into something he wasn't, and gave him the confidence to take a chance.
And he
And
impregnated
he
her.
paid for it. Okay, so I think it was the dream sequence where she gives birth to the maggot.
Yes.
Sick.
And the doctor
Sick.
was
Cronenberg.
yeah.
It was
Yeah, I
Cronenberg.
love that how he put himself right there. Like
Uh,
you know how like Stephen King inserts himself in pretty much everywhere. Like he put himself right there. He
Yeah.
was holding the baby maggot.
hmm
And it was like undulating. It was real nice practical effects. It was
So the effects in that movie,
amazing. The
They're
final
like-
monster was
the fly monster, was really fucking gross. It was twisted.
post transformation. Like he turned into that fly and then he teleported.
Oh, the final thing.
Yeah, and
Was
the thing
really
that came
off,
out
Because
Oh
it had
God.
like parts of the actual like pod itself, like
Yes.
in
There was
him.
metal growing out of the back of
It
his
was
neck and
bad.
shit. Oh.
Wires and shit.
He had that 3-finger thing that he grabbed that shotgun
Yeah.
and put it to his head.
Kill me.
Sad, right?
And she's like, "No," and I'm like, "Oh, yes. There's no way that
What are you gonna do? You gonna take him to a hospital?
What? Yeah, right.
They're gonna be like, what
They
the fuck
can
is
fix
that?
you.
I wouldn't even know what it
They
is.
really can't. I don't think there's any coming back from that.
That
man.
was a weird movie. And when he brought home that like the girl from the bar from the arm wrestling scene,
fuck.
he was like, "Now it's your turn. Get in there."
Yeah.
Fuck. It was like you knew he was going mad
He
scientist.
was gonna
right
do
there.
something awful to that girl.
Yes. Yes. He
Yeah.
was.
That was when Gina Davis pulled the "You should be afraid," very afraid.
Right?
Yeah, I love that movie. That's one of those movies that's really hard to watch if you're not like a hardcore horror person,
Yeah.
because there's just so much
There's a lot of moist.
There's so much fleshy gore.
Yes.
You know, all the puking and fucking dissolving and fucking.
Just eroding. And,
When he was puking on
His teeth
that
fall
one
out.
dude, on his ankle and on his hand,
Uh,
that was fucking crazy. Like, people hadn't seen it. It's kind of like that shit has become, that shit from The Fly has become so, like, iconic that it's hard to remember back to when it first came out. But people were like,
oh, it was shocking. For
It
its
was
time.
shocking.
It was like 1989 or
that
something.
movie, maybe 88, 87 even.
Maybe.
Like, it was a really shocking.
I was a teenager. It was fucking.
It was
hardcore.
fucked up. It was people weren't used to seeing shit like that in a big movie that was released
they
in
pushed
theaters.
that big. Yeah,
Big, yeah.
It was
It
a
was-
big
I
deal.
remember
But it was a
seeing-
solid rated R.
I remember
that.
seeing trailers for
Back
it.
when they still made cool R-rated movies.
Yeah, they don't really make them anymore. Everything's made for, they need to be able to get 12-year-olds in the door. Everything. These superhero movies would be a lot better, and I think they've proven that they can be better when they're rated R.
Agreed.
I don't really...
You know one we've never talked about? I'm dead middle, has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah,
We've never talked about Kick-Ass.
Oh!
You a fan?
Oh!
I'm a
I
fan.
didn't want to be a fan of Kick-Ass.
I didn't either, from the trailers and the way
Me
they pushed
too,
it. I thought it was
everything.
dumb.
Everything. But then I watched it, and I was like, this kid's pretty fucking awesome.
Right?
I couldn't help but not, cheer for that boy. Who was, he would get the shit beat out of
Yeah.
him. I mean, he looked awful. They beat the fuck out of him. And he kept going, man. It was like Rocky. It was like
Right?
the superhero it was like the Rocky of superhero movies. It really fucking was. That's the
I
feeling
loved
that movie, it gave me the same feeling I got when I was watching Rocky. He was just such a punk ass kid. Just such a loser. And he tried so hard to be, he tried so hard, dude. So hard. And he's trying hard to be a superhero, and he's taking a beating, and he realizes, I could be trying 20 times harder. When he meets, Big Daddy and Hit Girl,
Yeah.
and they're real superheroes, you know what I mean? They're real superheroes.
So what do you think about Nick Cage and his Batman knockoff?
Big Daddy was, in the comics he wears a trench coat as opposed to a cape.
Okay.
He felt a lot more like a Punisher, like the Punisher with a mask as opposed to a bat. You could see the Batman elements there.
Like the mask.
Yeah. Everything was made to be more Batman in the movie. There was the Batman archetype already kind of set up because he had Hit Girl and shit. She's so Robin,
Right.
fucking obviously Robin.
She's awesome. I like that girl.
The actress or Hit
Yeah.
Girl? Chloe Grace Moretz?
Yeah.
She does a really good job and shit. I liked her in that Let the Right One In remake. She was really good in
Really
that.
good in that.
I prefer the remake. I prefer the American
I do, too.
remake. I do, dude.
I do too.
I fucking saw the original. I saw the remake first. Went back, watched the original, and
me too.
was I prefer this one. It was the guy who, her original keeper, the old guy who was, once a little boy who took care of that
Right.
actor. He's amazing.
Yeah.
He was in The Shape of Water.
Haven't seen it.
I believe he was on 6 Feet Under. I think he was the dad,
Haven't seen
wasn't
that
he?
show either. I've
No?
never seen it.
Fuck.
No. Don't be another person that does that to me.
6 Feet Under's good.
They're like, dude, you work at a cemetery? You never watch that show? Like,
Well, fuck, you haven't
Oh my
worked
God.
there forever.
that's true. But yeah, I just don't care about that show. I don't know.
6 Feet Under?
Yeah.
I
I'll get
caught
to
it
I guess.
at a time where I was into some heavy stuff.
There you go.
So it was kind of
Right.
I don't know, I could definitely veg out on some 6 Feet Under.
Got you.
It was kind of deep.
Yeah?
It was a deep show. Yeah. It
Did
could
you
be.
see that movie? I'm trying to remember the name of it. It came out roughly around the same time as Superbad. Kick-Ass. Sorry. It had.
Super?
Is that what it is? It's Rainn Wilson.
Yep. Super.
That movie was fucked up, dude.
I like Super.
I like that
lot.
movie a lot. It was really fucked up. Like
Super is not like a feel good kick ass.
The Liv Tyler fucking junkie.
Super's not Rocky.
Who was the bad guy? It was
Kevin Bacon.
It was Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, dude.
That movie was fucked up. Like he had a wrench for a fucking
a fucking monkey wrench was his Thor's hammer. Was his fucking Captain America's shield.
I avoided that movie for a long time because it looked like, it was Dwight. It was Dwight Schrute. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know. I'm like, I like his character in The Office, and I kind of thought he was going to get blackballed into that character for the rest of his career.
Wish he did.
Yep. I liked him in House of a Thousand Corpses for a minute.
I liked him in The Drummer.
I liked that too. The Rocker, right?
I'm pretty sure it's
he was
the
a drummer, but I think it's called The Rocker.
Is it called The Rocker?
Yeah.
I don't know why I remember.
But he's a drummer.
He's the drummer.
Yeah. He's like the 40-year-old dude that they gotta it is round the Rocker, up for the. He had long hair and shit in that movie. He was like so fucking 80s.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's bad.
It was awesome.
But it was good. Yeah,
you gotta love that. The rock star drummer, dude.
Yeah, for sure. So that was a good one.
There's two kinds of drummers. There's the rock star drummer, and then there's like the tribal fucking animal from fucking Muppets drummer.
Right. Just Have you seen that fucking video? I saw it on Facebook, I'm pretty sure, but it was like the drummer that takes over the show. Like he should have been the front.
Oh, yeah.
He's got like all the fucking spins and the fucking crazy madness going on.
I saw that.
You don't even watch the band anymore. He's like the whole show is that guy.
I saw that. I forget what that was on, too. That was really funny.
It was funny, though.
It was funny.
What else you got on your list? What's Halloween? Halloweeny.
I just fucking love Halloween so much.
You too.
Those movies.
Been power watching?
Yeah. They're really good, man. They're really good. Not all of them. Granted, like after a certain point, like after 5, they're all shit. They're all shit. After 5, they're
I can still
shit.
watch them, though.
I like the Rob
Just
Zombie remakes. I do.
I like the first one.
Didn't want to like them. See, I talked to somebody recently
the second one.
who said they don't like the first one. They like the second one.
Really?
Mm-hmm. They felt it was a more fitting sequel, a more fitting part 2 than John Carpenter's original part 2. He was like that. He's like John Carpenter's original part 2 was just a really fucking cheap, like, it's not over. The night's not over.
Right. It was a very 80s thrown together.
It was super 80s, super thrown together. We gotta get some more of this Halloween. By next Halloween, we gotta have another picture.
Was it Mustafa Akkad?
Mustafa Akkad was totally that guy. And that's what, And
I think in my defense, or in its defense, I guess it would be.
Yeah.
I think by the time I saw Rob Zombie's part 2,
I
was really done with his wife. Like
Sherry?
Yeah. I was
by 2?
It had played out.
By the end of 1? Were you like done with you didn't eat her in 2?
Well, her in general. Like I didn't like Lords of Salem. I didn't like 31. I'm just sick of that chick. I'm sick of that character.
Lords of Salem, I just couldn't get into.
Maybe I didn't get it because I didn't get into it right up until the credits, and then I went, huh?
I read something that
like it.
Lords of Salem, Rob Zombie's foray into modern witchcraft, and I was just like, I don't really get that vibe.
I didn't either.
I'm not getting that.
Did you see that 31 thing?
I didn't see 31. Did you see it?
Yeah, it's bad.
Really, it was bad?
Yeah. I didn't like it.
You want to know what I think?
It was... The characters were fun. The little characters that...
His side characters are always fun.
There's a midget. There's the weird Asian guy. There's the pair, you know what I mean? But it was entertaining for that. But it was weak sauce.
I think Zombie needs to start making crime movies.
Okay.
That's what I think. I think he needs to get
Kolchak?
Kolchak. Yeah, that's a really dude. If Zombie remade Kolchak, I'd fucking be all on board. There was something about The Devil's Rejects. He does gun work well. I just felt that I don't know, man. There was just something. Maybe it was what's his fucking name? Chop Top, Bill Moseley. Maybe it was Bill. Bill Moseley looks really comfortable with a gun. Like you can tell, he's familiar with firearms. Like it felt natural. Like it looked natural. I don't know. I think he should be making like Pulp Fiction, Reservoir Dogs type movies. I think
I was gonna say his portray of police feels very Tarantino to me.
Yeah, dude.
They can make a movie together. You know, probably.
I think he should make like a crime, like a pulp noir flick, man. I think he would do that so much better than this 31 shit. This fucking Lords of Salem fucking let's make an early 90s horror movie. Like no.
You know, like kind of how Tarantino went back with the Grindhouse flicks.
Yeah,
he's trying to capture that feel too long.
Well, if they would just fucking make that fucking werewolf movie, the fucking Werewolf Women of the SS.
I know, right?
Make that fucking movie.
Again with his wife. I forgot to tell you.
We're not going to get zombie without Sherry Moon. I don't think.
I don't think so
either.
Ever. I saw on that Halloween thing. They have like independent indie flicks too.
Yeah.
And one of them is American Bigfoot.
American Bigfoot?
Some asshole made a Bigfoot movie.
What is that? It's called American Bigfoot?
Yep.
Alright, I'm writing it down.
Yep.
And it's on that Hulu thing?
Uh-huh. And I watched the trailer, and he looks like kind of a cross between Bigfoot and Swamp Thing.
Whoa.
Like, it's not your traditional looking Bigfoot.
Weird.
So check it out. I just watched the trailer.
That reminds me of.
I was like, oh shit.
There was a fucking there's a Bigfoot story that God damn it, I can't remember what it's called, but the people, the girls, the two girls who said they saw this thing, said it was green and slimy looking.
All right.
And you always it's weird. It's like a swamp creature type story. And a lot of Bigfoot researchers are like, it was just a dirty, wet,
hillbilly,
swampy fucking
it was
Bigfoot.
It was Jordy.
You know? But,
what else you got on that listy?
Oh, so I watched, we got the Nightmare on Elm Street set.
Yeah, you told me that. Yeah.
I made my way into 5 the other night.
Okay.
The Dream Child.
That's what it's called? The
yes.
Dream Child? What was 4?
4 was... I can't recall the subtitle. Let's see. Part 3 was Dream Warriors. And then part 4 was...
Freddy's Dead.
No, that's 6.
That's way later.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember what 4 subtitle was, but...
Was it good? Did you watch it?
It was okay, man.
Did you just muddle through it?
They might as well have just called it The Dream Warrior because it was basically the same story. It was about like someone going in to physically fight Freddy. Like I'm going to be, I'm a badass now and I'm going to fight you, Freddy. Is
that the one with Andros Jones with the fucking? Did he have dressed up like a Karate Kid?
It's a girl. There's a girl dressed up.
Oh, he has nunchucks. Fucking.
And yeah, in the beginning he dies, right?
Yeah,
because it's just a girl that survives to the end.
Yeah.
It's his sister that survives. That's where she gets all the karate bullshit. Fucking Karate Kid.
Like that's where I got those nunchucks was from that guy.
No way.
Yeah, he autographed them.
Too fucking funny.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Yeah, okay.
That's the guy that I took to Whole Foods shopping.
His karate montage was hilarious. Him doing karate in his bed dojo was so cheesy, stupid, fucking hilarious. Teenager practicing karate in his bedroom. It was like, if you weren't 18, it'd be okay. But like if you were like a 12-year-old doing that, that's one thing. Right. He seemed a little old to be bowing to like pictures of Bruce Lee and shit. Anyways.
Gotcha.
Fucking 5 though. I remember 5 was probably the first one I saw all the way through.
In childhood?
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I was probably 12, I think.
Wow.
It was the first one I saw that was on TV that I caught from beginning to end.
Nice.
Besides 2. I'll take that back. I did see 2 years earlier. But
I saw the first one in the theater.
I know.
My friend's mom so irresponsibly bought us tickets.
There's a character
It terrified me.
in part 5. The comic book nerd. There's a guy who draws comic books in part 5. And when he falls asleep, he becomes like the comic book character that he draws all the time.
Okay.
I saw this at a time where I was drawing a lot of comics.
Okay.
So I loved this movie.
Right.
And I couldn't remember what the name of his comic book character was for the longest time. And it's pretty lame. It's the Phantom Prowler, which is pretty generic and basic, you know?
Yeah.
It's like the 2 parts of 2 different heroes' names.
Put them together. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But he was pretty cool looking. Like, I still don't get, like, I'd like to have his parts explained to me. He's got this weird robotic looking backpack.
Okay.
And these guns that are attached to it. And it's a whole, I would like
ammunition.
I would like the designer of that character to explain that character to me. But as a nuts and bolts guy, you know what I mean?
Right.
But at one point, like, he shoots the fuck out of Freddy. And then Freddy gets back up and he's Super Freddy. Remember Super Freddy with the fucking big black lightning? And he's like another actor. Like, it was like a bodybuilder or something, like some huge dude. That shit was hilarious. Like, I just loved that as a kid, man. I loved it. What I didn't like was when he kills the kid was paper. You know what I mean? Like, the kid turned into like a wobbly paper cut out of a comic book version of himself.
Right.
And
that was when they were getting their feet landed on special effects and they were looking for excuses to use them.
Yeah. Totally. Well, we can do this.
Yeah.
Can you write a scene where we can use this? Like,
it was written backwards.
We came up with this weird way of doing this, and it looks kind of cool. Maybe you can.
It looks like it was ripped out of paper.
Yeah. Sometimes some really cool shit comes out of that.
Right? True.
Sometimes it doesn't.
Not so much.
In this particular time, it was a really weak kill.
Right.
As far as Freddy goes, there were some really good kills in that movie, though.
Yeah.
The first, I don't know if it's the first kill. It's the first kill I remember from that movie, and it was this kid riding a motorcycle, and Freddy like takes over the motorcycle, like he falls asleep driving, and like wires and shit start going into this fucking kid's hands and shit, and like just pieces of the motorcycle, like pieces of the engine and shit, start like injecting into his leg. Yeah, like he becomes part of the motorcycle. Okay. And it like strips his the skin off his skull, and then at one point he's like ripping down the road. Dude, it looked just like a practical effects awesome version of Ghost Rider. Because he's on fire too. He's like, right. And I was like, holy fuck! Like, they could have made Ghost Rider fucking 35 years ago.
I got so excited when I heard they were making that movie.
Wah, wah. So lame. Ghost Rider was lame as fuck. Both of them. He looked a little better in the second one.
A little bit.
But, man, that first one was a total pile of shit.
Stinky turd.
It was bad.
I was bummed. I really loved that comic book character. He always looked badass. I've always loved motorcycles. I loved the chains, the leather jacket.
Ghost Rider's a cool character.
Dude, I was
super
so
cool.
Excited for a real life version. But that's back
Should have been rated R.
It's back when I was naive and I wanted lots of things to be live action. Now I'm older and I don't need that.
No, I don't need it.
I'm just gonna leave my shit alone.
Well, I wanted these movies made when I was a kid, when they made movies differently.
That too.
Do you know what I mean? Watching this movie, I realized how awesome a practical effects Ghost Rider could be, and that was 30 years ago. Do you know?
So guess what else I watched that I haven't watched for a long time?
Huh.
That I did. Like I feel like I know these movies well enough to not watch them again because I watched them so much when I was younger
I
or
hear
whatever.
you, yeah.
But one of these ones where I didn't realize I watched a lot of the sequels. I watched the first original Blade. Forgot
Oh.
how pretty good that movie is.
Blade, the first Blade, is a good movie.
It was good. I was
Dude,
pleasantly surprised.
I won't say anything bad about Blade, man.
I love the start where Chick brings that dude to the fucking meatpacking factory
That
party.
weird Dennis Quaid looking kid.
That dude actually played one of my favorite characters on a different show I used to watch. I was
What?
the first thing I was like, "Whoa, that's that guy."
What show?
He was on The Shield.
No.
Yeah,
Who was he?
he was.
All I know is Chicky Baby
not
and,
Chicky.
and the guy who fucking ended up
Walter
on
Scoggins. I know the two main characters. Yeah,
the
he
guy,
ended up
yeah.
on Sons of Anarchy as a fucking tranny.
the
The other guy,
He was so good.
he was amazing. Like,
He was
dude,
my favorite part of Sons of Anarchy, dude. He was.
I'll
He
admit,
was awesome.
I paused like 3 times trying to figure out
How they did his
those
tits?
Yes.
How did they do that?
It's a whole piece. It's a whole chest piece. It goes all the way down to his waist and behind his back. and
Okay.
It's all one piece.
How they
That's why you
blended,
didn't see the
how
scene.
they blended it into his neck. I don't know. Beautiful work.
Right? Right?
It is.
Like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh my god, that guy got a
It's-
fucking boob job.
It looks really good.
And
like-
he's such a weird character. I like
He's
him.
so bizarre. Him and Tig were my favorite
Oh.
thing. That was my favorite thing ever. I was like, this is the fucking craziest shit ever. Dude, nobody says shit about it.
That whole scene, too, where, like,
No one says shit to Tig. They're just like, whatever, dude.
well, he's already known for necrophilia, so they were just happy she was alive.
Dude, oh my god, right? Fucking Tig.
Yeah, he's
Anyways.
funny.
I like that actor.
Yeah.
The guy who played Tig.
Yeah.
Him too.
He's a weird one, too.
Kim Coles, I think is his name.
I don't know.
I
Did
think
you see
it is.
Hateful Eight yet?
No. I haven't. I
See,
haven't
again,
sat down.
Walter Scoggins is amazing in that.
I'm waiting till November.
to see Hateful Eight
Maybe even December.
because it's in the snow.
Yes.
You need it to be a snow movie
I want it
because
to
it's
be
in
cold
the snow.
out.
You don't want to watch it when it's hot as fuck.
No. I'm patient.
Not
I
too.
can wait.
There's winter movies, I guess, right?
Yeah, that's definitely a winter movie. For fucking sure.
It's like 76 degrees right now. It's pretty
It's
amazing.
fucking awesome
It
out.
was nice this morning.
Oh, I don't want
So yeah, I watched the first Blade, and I watched The Fly.
Okay.
I'm trying to
Blade's a good movie.
I've got a few queued
Blade.
up too.
That's how-
They added the dark half.
What?
Oh, you know what else I watched?
Yeah.
This motherfucker creeps me out to this day. Like full grown adult, and still the second I saw him, I was like, oh.
Why?
Poltergeist 2.
Ooh,
Not a
the
great movie,
preacher.
but that fucking preacher, dude. He gives me the fucking goosebumps.
Hello, little girl.
Oh my god, you're all gonna die! Like that all goes south fast. Are you gonna let me in to talk to you? Are you gonna let me in? Why don't you let me in? He's fucking crazy.
That old man was so skeletal.
Dude, like
Not an ounce
he
of
was the
body
Walking
fat
Dead.
on him.
Yeah, like you see his skull for sure.
He
When
was
they
a
showed the
skull
scenes
face.
of him down, like
Ooh, in the cave with
Yeah.
the blood all over him and shit.
it reminded me of
Worshipping.
It reminded me of the preacher that got the shit spilled on him in Nightbreed.
Oh
It
yeah,
was that same weird. There's
worshipping.
flames in the back, and like all of his followers were crying.
Yeah, they
And
were
the preacher was like,
miserable.
Yeah, fucking nuts and
they were
sickles.
like, this can't be what
I'm
God
like, so-
wants.
So not only did that poor family move on top of a fucking relocated cemetery,
Yep.
but underneath a giant chasm of fucking misery, like they found a pocket of like all these disciples dead under there too with this preacher and shit.
And
I'm like, how does that happen?
if I remember correctly, like they were there for a reason. Like there's like
It was the end of the world. He convinced him to go down in this cave because it was the end of the world. And then when the end of the world didn't happen, he was nuts and wouldn't let his disciples
but
back
wasn't
out.
there a reason why they chose that place? Like, wait,
Oh, I don't know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I think even the Native Americans were like, this area is like not a good
Botched.
place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you know how there are like some places where Native Americans
like they
are like,
send that little
this-
midget lady
this
sends
land
the Native American guy.
is
'cause-
not good land. It's never has been. That's why we've never
what do
lived
they say?
here.
They say it's spoiled.
Yeah, in the fucking Pet Cemetery.
Yeah.
It's gone sour.
Yeah.
Fucking,
Fucking Herman Munster.
dude, he was great in that movie.
So good.
I'm gonna have a really hard time watching. I mean, as great as John Lithgow is, I'm gonna have a really hard time watching him in that character because they remade Pet Cemetery. Yes, sir. I just saw the first picture of Church.
What?
Yep.
For real?
Yes, sir. John Lithgow
Oh,
is playing.
you got me all coughed up here.
Yeah.
This is hurting my childhood.
I know.
Okay, so because I hated the first one.
I didn't like it either. I
was the
liked
first-
Herman Munster.
Yeah, me too. I love that character.
I loved
and
him
actually
in
the
it.
little kid, fucking when he's
That
got
little
that
kid was
scalpel.
pretty creepy.
Hey, want to play? Fucking
Yeah,
creepy, dude.
he was pretty awful.
Yeah.
He's fucking
But-
awful.
Okay, wait. Let's just rewind.
Yeah.
So they made one, and then they made two, which was really bad. I think it was like Edward Furlong. in
I
it or
do
something.
like it. It's a guilty pleasure.
I've never seen it.
It's fucking. I'll watch it.
Okay,
It's
So,
got the Kurgan.
that's
in
not
it.
what you're talking about. Like
No.
they've made one now.
They remade. Like it
The
hasn't come
original
out
Pet
yet.
Cemetery.
Pet Cemetery. They remade the book,
And Jonathan
Pet Cemetery.
Lithgow.
and John Lithgow is playing Herman Munster's character. The
See, he's a very
old
versatile
man
character.
guy.
But I'm stuck on one character for him.
John
And I-
Lithgow?
Yeah, and I have
What?
trouble seeing him as anything else.
What?
He will always be the nut fucking scientist on Buckaroo Banzai to me. Like every time I see his face, that's all I see is, what, John Big Booty?
What am I going? Big booty here, big booty, big booty, big booty, big booty.
Okay, so who? And you saw a still of the
John
new
Lithgow.
gray cat,
I saw a still of Church, the
which
new,
is a fat gray cat.
and
Okay.
he looked pretty gnarly. He
Better
did.
than the first one?
He kind
Because
of
I thought
did.
the first one
He
was
looked,
pretty sweet.
He looked big.
Okay,
He looked big
okay.
as shit. There's a reason why they called him Winston Churchill. I think
Right,
he's a
right.
big cat.
Okay, so
But so
we're gonna get to see a kid get hit by a fucking semi truck.
who else is in it? There's an actor who's in it playing the dad, who he's kind of like the go-to regular guy actor right now.
Bradley Cooper.
No, he sucks. I don't like him, and I can't remember his name. He was in the last Planet, or no, not the last one. You know the first Planet of the Apes movie?
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Like the original or the
No,
new run?
never mind. You haven't seen any of this.
No. I think I saw one for a minute. just
Terminator
like
Genesis.
Marky Mark.
Remember Terminator Genesis?
Kinda. Not really.
Okay, just never mind. Forget it. You don't need to know who this
Okay.
guy is.
Back in heaven.
He's just pretty boring.
Okay.
I don't know who else is in it though.
I didn't like the original guy they had.
I didn't like him either. I
He
didn't
was
like.
from a TV
He's
show
why
or something.
I didn't like it.
Yeah.
He's why I didn't like Pet Cemetery. Was that guy, that actor? He just didn't, and he wasn't a movie actor. He was a TV
He was
guy.
a TV guy, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Like he was from like Law and Order or some shit.
Or
some
I forget.
Doctor show or
I
something.
don't know. I forget what it was. I was too young to even give a shit, you know. But I remember
He like seemed like a Harry Hamlin knockoff.
I didn't like him. But yeah, they're remaking Pet Cemetery,
Well, thanks.
which
All right.
is, Pet Cemetery is a great idea and not so great a story. I'm sorry. Because the idea of a Pet Cemetery with the, this old Native American burial ground that used to fucking do awesome shit.
It's the first
And
Stephen King
then-
book I read, and I love it.
They
I'm
kind
partial to that story.
Hey,
It's-
well, they haven't.
they go way more into detail about burying the kid there and stuff
The-
and coming back.
The book is, of course, yeah. The book is way better. If they do it like the book,
They won't.
if they just remake that movie, it'll suck. But yep,
Huh,
that's happening.
great.
That's happening.
All right. Thanks for that.
Yeah. You're welcome. I can't believe you didn't know about
I
that.
do not.
Yeah, man.
Maybe subconsciously I blocked it.
Holy shit. Have you seen this awful fucking Minotaur maze movie with Tom Hardy?
No.
Jesus fuck.
No.
I'm watching this.
Like Mad Max Venom?
Yeah.
Bronson?
Yeah, there's only one Tom Hardy.
Okay. I'm just making sure I'm thinking of the
And
same guy.
I'm watching
Okay.
this really cheesy sci-fi channel quality movie about the Minotaur and the bull-headed fucking
Right.
monster.
Yeah.
And it's in his
I
maze.
thought it was cool from
you
Sinbad.
know? It was cool for a second, and then I realized that that's Tom Hardy
But
fighting.
that's coming out, or
It
already came out.
This
and
movie's
it's-
been out for like a while. Like, I think it came out before Tom Hardy got real, like, could be choosy. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, I gotta pay the rent this month,
Yeah.
you know?
Interesting.
Yeah, not good. I was watching that. Wasn't very good.
Oh.
Didn't like it. I wanted to like it because I love Greek myth and fucking
Yeah.
monsters and shit. Wasn't very fucking cool.
Interesting.
But I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna watch tonight.
So let me ask you this: Is the I haven't watched them for years, and I've passed over that Nightmare on Elm Street box set several times.
Okay.
Is it worth it?
Yes.
Because
Yes.
I love the first three.
Yes.
I guess
It's dude.
it's
Okay.
what's it? What does it go to?
I think it goes to 8.
8.
I think so. Yeah. I think it
Okay.
goes to 8. I'm pretty sure.
So it doesn't have the new Nightmare,
No.
and it doesn't have
Wait,
Freddy versus Jason.
Wait, back that train up. New
Okay,
Nightmare,
so it
like
does.
the movie one where it's about the movie. Freddy's New Nightmare is the one where it's about like the movie. Like, we're making a new Freddy movie.
It's a
and
movie, but it's about making.
It's a movie
right? It's
about making a Freddy Krueger movie, and
Right.
Freddy's actually real, and he's fucking
Right.
with the people. He's fucking
Right.
with Wes Craven.
right.
The actors
right.
are Robert Englund's
Yeah,
playing
is
himself.
it in that? Is that one in the box set?
I believe it is.
Okay.
I believe it is. But whatever comes after that, which I think was Jason versus Freddy,
Right.
isn't in there.
Okay.
Um,
Well, that's handy because I already have that one.
yeah,
But I don't have any.
but
of the
it
other-
goes up to, I believe,
It's just $20 for the DVD box set.
yeah, it was like $20,
It's
man.
like the same as
It's
the
totally
Friday the
worth it.
13th one.
It's so fucking worth it, dude. It's so worth it.
Because you're making me want to watch it.
Rewatching
The first
it.
one really scared me, but I remember
Mm.
I revisited it like in my early 20s,
Mhm.
and it bored me kind of.
All right, I
And the
watched
third
it.
one has all that pop culture in it.
It's got the first one's got tons of fucking violence and blood. I was really surprised how rough he is with some of those people. Some of those nightmares are legit. Like, I can see that being a nightmare, like,
Like
especially
at
when
one point, that girl gets bashed around that whole room, right? That's in the
Bashed
first one. Like
to
he's
shit.
slamming her against the wall and the roof and the wall. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Beats
There's
the
just blood in
fuck
that
out of
whole
her.
fucking room by the time he's done, right?
there's a lot of really good kills in 1. 2, I love 2.
The screech of
I
the
love 2. 3 it's Dream Warriors, man. It's fucking, you gotta love it. The kid, the black kid Kincaid. Okay, so
He's the boxer, right?
he's kind of like the tough kid,
But
yeah.
he wants to street fight
He
Freddy,
wants
right?
to
Like,
street
he
fight
box him.
Freddy, yes.
Yeah. Right.
So that kid's got the highest voice. Like, he's got this little squeaky, like he's like Hooks from Police Academy. He's got this little squeaky voice, but he's playing the big tough dude,
Right.
you know. And I thought he was a really bad choice for that character,
Yeah.
that actor.
Yeah.
I didn't get it. I didn't get it, man. And he's in the next one. He's in the beginning of 4. He eats it in the junkyard.
Right.
That's another cool thing I like. I like Freddy's where they put Freddy's bones
In
In
the
that-
trunk of that
in
car.
the trunk of the fucking car in that
In the
junkyard.
junkyard. I remember
That
that.
junkyard. There's some cool scenes in the junkyard.
Yeah.
But
I got another one
It's worth
that I
it's
watch
worth
every
getting.
Halloween
Huh.
that I didn't remember last time. And I
Huh.
didn't remember personally to even watch it because I got head problems now, you know.
Yeah.
But I saw someone else talking about it and I was like, oh, fuck. And I'm talking about the remake. I'm very fond of the original, but I
Hills Have Eyes.
no, I
No.
like the remake better. I'm just going to say it even though I
It's
hate
all
saying
right.
that. 13 Ghosts.
I prefer the remake as well.
The Matthew Lillard remake.
That's probably, yeah.
I love that scene where the glass comes down and cuts that lawyer in half.
Oh, yeah.
And he just, the front of him seeps down the front of that glass. His tie falls off.
Uh-huh.
But the back of him is still stuck to the glass.
I love cross sections.
I love that cutaway.
I love when they do that.
I love mechanics. I like tinkering with things anyway. So, like, that whole house.
Oh, the house.
The fucking gears and the fucking... all the
Everything
incantations on the glass doors. And
This is
fucking,
wild, right?
that was a cool fucking setup.
That was a really cool movie.
And the ghosts were pretty sweet, too.
That's what made it so cool, were the ghosts. They were all really fucking cool, man.
Yeah.
They were.
For one
They were
reason or
scary
another,
as
they
fuck.
were scary, all of them.
That guy with the box on his head was the scariest one.
Jackal.
Oh my god, he fucking freaked me out. He scared me.
All of them did.
He was
The
scary.
big black guy with all the nails hammered in his head.
Oh, the fucking railroad
And
spikes.
the gross fat mom feeding her fat baby kid.
She was gross.
All of them
yeah.
were. And the hot chick that was topless with the boob job and all bloody and
she was
fucking-
all sliced up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were, and the Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. He was cool.
Yeah. He just came fast and fucking angry.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
Huge.
And there was the baseball player too, right? Like the
Oh yeah.
the kid with the leather
That's
jacket
right.
and the
The
baseball
letter.
bat.
See, I didn't like him as much.
And the little kid that was playing Cowboys and Indians.
I didn't
with
like
the
him
arrow
as
stuck
much
in his
either.
head.
Yeah, those
Or
two.
a hatchet? I can't remember.
I think it was a
think.
hatchet.
Was it? I can't remember. There's something
I
stuck in
can't
his head.
remember, but it was something.
Yeah, he wasn't that scary, but it was.
There was
That,
something.
I usually watch that every Halloween too. It managed
Really?
so
I haven't
well.
watched that in probably 12 years.
And here's the
Good
funny
movie.
part is I lent it to somebody.
Never got it back?
God knows where it went. I don't know. I swore I owned it. The minute I remembered that I watched it, I
13
dipped
goes.
straight to my DVD collection.
I didn't love the cast.
I didn't like the girl.
I don't like Shannon Elizabeth.
No.
I've never thought
I
she
liked
was
her in Jay and
attractive.
Silent Bob. That was it.
I've just never liked her in anything.
You didn't like her in Jay and Silent Bob?
Nah, she doesn't really do it for me.
I don't mean like in that aspect. I just mean that dumb character. Like I thought all three of those girls were perfect for it. They were all dumb.
Maybe.
And she farted and shit. It was great.
Yeah. That was
But yeah,
gross.
I know what you mean. She's never been the
No.
sex symbol
Never.
thing that
Yeah, that
everybody
that-
else thought she was.
Right?
Yeah,
like,
no,
I don't get it. I don't get it, man.
I don't
I
either.
don't see it.
There's a lot of those for me.
There's a lot of those, right? It's like it feels more like they're being pushed and presented that way by a company as opposed to
Right.
people really feeling that way. Do you know what I mean?
I do. I just watched Anaconda, and I have never understood Jennifer Lopez ever. Ever. There's nothing deemed quality
She's
about
not
her.
very cute in Anaconda.
She's not very anything in Anaconda. I don't know. Like at one scene, they show her turn around and show that big old butt, and that's about it. I was like, I don't get it. But anyway,
I love Anaconda.
oh my god,
That's a fucking. That's
it was a first time watch for me.
Such a guilty pleasure, bro. I love that
There's
fucking
good
awful animatronic
moments.
snake. I love the awful CG snake.
Dude,
I
I was telling you at work about my favorite
Yep.
scene of that movie was damn near the very end.
uh,
It was that snake's right about to eat William Hurt or no
John Voight.
John Voight. Yeah, I always get those confused. John Voight.
Yeah.
And they show like they've got the camera at what would be the ass end of the snake from the interior,
Yes.
and his head's about to come into it,
And he
it
gets
just
like
looks
swallowed by.
yeah.
It's a from the snake's throat point of view.
They show that snake fucking cruising through the water, and the
Uh-huh.
whole thing CGI, even the water,
Yeah.
that even this pond looking shit, lagoon, whatever. And it's got like the big lump in the middle of it.
The person-shaped lump. They're still moving.
I loved that because I love cheesy.
I love
It was-
cheesy too. I love when the snake pukes up John Voight, and he's already like being partially digested
Yes.
already. You know,
I was
it's
pretty
all-
bummed that Danny Trejo died in like the first 5 seconds of the movie.
That
I
was
thought he
back-
was in the movie.
That was back when
It's
Danny
back when he was
Trejo
nobody.
was
Still coming up.
He just played like the shady Mexican character
Always in jail.
in every movie.
Exactly.
Like he played the gangster or the
Blood in, blood out.
creepy
and then
deckhand.
fucking El Mariachi. Fucking,
He was always he played bad guy. He played the bad
He's
guy.
a
and
henchman.
everything.
Henchman number 3.
He's henchman number 3.
Yeah.
And until all of a sudden he was a movie star.
And then he was Machete.
at 60.
I know.
At
Right?
60, he's in a movie. He finally made it. You know.
When I saw him at the start of the movie, I was like, "Oh, badass! Danny Trejo's in this." Woo!
Yeah,
And he fucking climbs to the top of that thing and he shoots himself in the head. I'm like, "Oh."
dude.
And it's not one of those movies where they like come back to that. Like,
You're right.
It wasn't like 12 hours earlier. Now he just wasn't in the movie. That was a weird cast in that movie.
Super weird. Eric Stoltz, who's like a major actor, gets
Kinda.
like
Yeah.
is a respected actor, I should say. For some
where are we
reason.
at in the timeline? Like he's just coming off of like
Pulp
The
Fiction.
Fly 2.
No.
He's after Pulp Fiction.
This
It
is
was
after Pulp Fiction. Yeah. This is after.
Okay, so
Pulp
yeah,
Fiction,
we got Eric Stoltz, and then we got Owen Wilson,
Uh-huh.
which seems so weird, out of
Wow.
character place. Right. And then we've got the cameraman, who's an old school hood buddy with J-Lo, who is
Ice Cube.
And it's before his daddy daycare bullshit.
It's before a lot of things. This
It's
is
like-
one of his first.
He's
like,
still talking like NWA.
It's
still
one of his still.
very hood.
This was one of his first like.
I thought it was
Movie
hilarious that
roles.
one of the first things he says in the movie is he's like, "Today was a good day,"
Oh
and
my
I was
god!
like, "Oh my god, that's his song." I remember
When
that
he
song.
quotes himself
Right?
in movies, I think that's
Beautiful.
hilarious.
It's like liking your own Facebook post.
It so is.
Okay.
It's so I love you, Q.
Right.
No shame in that game. None.
And John Voight, who's got the weirdest
Self-promoted.
accent ever.
I don't know what he's going for there.
I don't either.
I don't know where he's supposed to be from. I don't know what accent that is,
It
man.
was
I was the whole movie. I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, is he?
like a dude that moved from Prague to
It,
Cajun country.
it
I don't know. It was
sounds like,
weird.
and sometimes he sounds like he's going for that native Spanish speaker speaking English. Do you know, like Mexican,
Right.
Panamanian,
South American something.
South American, right?
Yeah,
Like less
definitely.
Mexican, more like
South America.
Central America,
Yeah,
South
yeah.
America. Like it,
But with like a French twist or something. I don't know what the fuck it,
it
was.
was,
It
with
was
like
weird.
I don't know how to do accents.
So I'm gonna do
I'm
whatever I
in
want.
and out. Like
This is my accent for this part. Here it is.
he threw a couple accents in there. I think when he wouldn't know how to say a word in that accent,
And the other
just
guy,
say it in
the
another.
finance boy for the whole thing or whatever he was, the guy, he was a crusty old dude that's been in a bunch of movies
The
too.
host, like the narrator and host of the documentary.
No. He was the annoying guy in the suit the whole time from like New York or whatever.
Oh, fuck,
Like,
I can't remember that character.
he was like the financier of the whole thing. Like,
oh, wait a minute, wait.
he was.
It's been a long time since I
he's a
saw
douche, though,
Anaconda.
but- No, the
Isn't it?
narrator was something that threw me off
The
too.
British guy.
I knew the voice from the get go.
He's in a lot of stuff. That actor. He's
It's not somebody like super famous that it was funny.
No, he's not
Are you
super.
sure?
Yeah. The British guy.
The narrator that you never see, the guy that's talking from the start.
Yeah, the character I'm talking about in Anaconda,
Okay.
when I say the narrator,
Uh-huh.
is the it's the character. He's on the boat. He's the guy who they're shooting a documentary.
It's the guy in the suit.
The host. There's
Yeah,
the
we're
host.
talking about the same. He's like 55
Yeah,
with black hair, and he's a dick, and he's been a
he-
villain in a bunch of shit.
Yeah, see, he's the host. He's
Okay.
He's not like
I thought he was the
number
money
cruncher.
man. Okay.
No, he loves money.
Yeah,
But
okay.
he's not like no. He's no,
Okay.
no. He's like the David Attenborough of this
Yeah,
documentary.
he's the voice.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, and kind of like pseudo.
Like it had that whole Stand By Me feel for a second with the narration at the start. You
Was
know,
there
not-
narration at the beginning of Anaconda?
Yeah.
I don't remember. It's been so
Yeah.
long since. I don't think I've ever seen Anaconda from the very beginning.
Check it
Ever
out.
from
You have
credits
Hulu?
on.
You have
Never.
Hulu?
I don't. Yes, I believe so. Yeah,
Okay, I'm sure you do.
I'm sure I do too. Yeah, she's got all that shit.
Click on the tab that says Huluween. It's got great stuff.
I watched YouTube on my phone for like 3 years, so I'm pretty easily entertained.
Yeah, right.
She's got like a whole setup of
Yeah.
fucking channels.
Yeah, me too.
Things to choose from. Different,
It's too much.
Like,
Actually, Like, I have to click between so many tabs. Right now, I'm rocking Hulu, Netflix, Boomerang. I like Boomerang. It's my guilty pleasure.
What is Boomerang?
You would think it's for Amanda, but it's my guilty pleasure.
Oh wait, that's the cartoon.
It's all the 70s cartoons. Jetsons,
see,
Flintstones,
Hanna-Barbera
Wacky,
shit,
all
right?
the Hanna-Barbera, all of it. Every episode,
they
all
don't-
the Scooby-Doos, fucking...
They don't make cartoons like
Nope,
Hanna-Barbera
they don't.
anymore.
Like, every once in a while, I want to watch the Globetrotters and Batman hang out with Scooby-Doo.
Weird,
And I do.
right?
Yeah.
I love that the song's different
And
too.
it's super cheap. It's $3.99 a month. It's fucking...
That's
it's a
worth
guilty
it
pleasure.
almost if I want to
I
just
spend it on
watch.
cigarettes a day.
So like, yeah,
I'm gonna do that Shutter thing too. I just keep forgetting.
I want to do Shutter.
It's $4.99.
I want to
man.
do Shutter.
And it's, if anything, it's just a horror.
There
tab.
was another one. It was like Fear.net or something that I wanted to do.
There was a few things that made me want to jump on it right then, but it's just like Netflix, you know. They rotate stuff out.
Yeah, that
So,
pisses me off.
Me too. Like
I-
it had
you know what?
all the zombie movies, like the Faluti ones, and it had Demon Knight. And I'm like, I just want to watch Demon Knight whenever I want, and I'm too cheap to buy the $25 Blu-ray. And it's not on anything else.
I like.
Never seen it
I think
used.
on things like Netflix and Hulu, you should be able to create a profile
You do?
and save movies to that profile, and when they get rid of them, they're not gotten rid of out of your profile.
Agreed.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I
Like
do,
I
I
saved
do.
it into my profile, and it's safe in there.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
that
you,
down for
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Yeah, I
Like, you
get it.
can't just ditch it.
Dude, write an email. Suggest that.
That
It's a
would be
fantastic idea.
that would change the way.
And what's really weird is when it disappears out of your list,
uh-huh.
and then a year later it comes back.
right.
Like, I was looking at my list the other day, and there was like 5 movies on there that I didn't remember seeing, but I knew I'd seen them 4 years ago on my queue. So
right.
it does keep track of your queue when they give it back.
They know what you
But,
watch.
yeah.
They're like, oh, he likes James Bond.
Here's my rant about Netflix.
Yeah.
If you pay those streaming companies,
Uh huh.
you pay them throughout the whole year,
Yeah.
you're a loyal customer, in my opinion.
Totally.
I
yes.
think
If you support a business for more than 6 months,
you're
a
customer.
loyal customer,
And they
you
take it right out of
deserve-
my
You're
fucking-
paying for
my
their
debit
house.
card, so I'm never late on a payment. You know what I
Okay.
mean? It comes out on my debit. I don't even see it; it's just gone. You know.
Yeah.
So I've never been late. I've never called them bitch or anything. But I'm gonna open on the air complaint.
Yeah.
They juke you on every fucking holiday. Like, why is there not every single Halloween movie on Netflix this month? Why is Friday the 13th gone every Friday the 13th?
That's right.
And if they do,
yeah.
they give you part 4 or part 2 or part.
Right.
They will never. You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
never all of them together,
Yeah.
and it's always part 2 for the most part. Like, they had Poltergeist 2 on there forever, but not Poltergeist.
I like Poltergeist too.
I do too, but sometimes I'm gonna fucking watch them both. You know? And,
Yeah. I
and
hear
like you
ya.
said, it would be amazing if I could queue up all the shit I love and it stayed. Like, if it
Like
knocked it down.
well, not
Like, I wanna
necessarily on
watch that.
YouTube. I would take that back because
sometimes those videos get deleted too. Some of my favorites.
Yeah.
Somebody, I don't know if it was
Yeah.
copyright or what, but I lost like half of my Christopher Lee fucking
I
audio
lost
book
a lot of
section.
shit recently too.
Recently.
It's like they'll go through every once in a while.
Copyright
Like, we're gonna
infringements
have a
and shit.
major fucking like comb through,
Yeah,
and
Like,
all of a sudden,
I had a
some of my favorite
video
shit'll be
that I
deleted.
was GoProing on my motorcycle,
Yeah.
and the background music
Oh my god.
was something, I don't remember what it was, from like 3 fucking years ago.
They
And I got
will-
an email that said, your video has
Yeah.
infringed copyright. Like, I get that if it's
Their
fresh.
little algorithms and shit will pick that shit up and be like, "Whoa!" No,
we
no.
heard Queen in the
Yeah,
background,
in
and
the
you're not
background.
allowed to say Bohemian Rhapsody because the new movie's
Like,
coming out.
I didn't know.
Copyright.
I didn't know that. I didn't even
Well,
notice the radio was on.
The
Like,
music coming out of my headphone that's fucking close to the microphone or the fucking
that's pretty
camera,
fucking
that's
shitty,
ridiculous.
man.
If you film a conversation in your car and your car radio's on low, it shouldn't be copyright.
That's
Fuckers.
weird. Well, we live in a weird world, and
I know.
I understand it because
I
people
see so many
people can
inappropriate
mon-
videos on YouTube.
because people can monetize their video.
Yes.
You are theoretically making money off of Queen. You know, people wouldn't like it as much if Queen wasn't in the background. Is like,
Whatever.
you know,
Right.
yeah, whatever is fucking right.
Yeah.
But I'm looking at my YouTube queue right now, actually. It's some of the titles on my so here. It starts with "Good Night, Sweet Prince." This was one of my categories. This movies I put on when I want to crash out.
Okay.
And then I have monsters, giants, documentaries, comic books, records, sci-fi, pulp, sword and sorcery, guns, Cushing, Price, Lee, and Rathbone. I can't say the rest
for
of
the
them.
one.
I can't say the rest of them. I can't. They're
Okay.
too
Personal?
telling. They're too
maybe?
telling.
Okay.
I'll get in trouble.
Okay.
I'll get in trouble.
No Bigfoot tab?
Where would I put Bigfoot? Let's see. Where would Bigfoot be in all these? You know what? I usually throw Bigfoot into my watch later.
Okay.
That's usually where I throw that. Or it'd be in documentaries. Giants is a weird one. You heard about these people? They're a lot like flat earthers, but not necessarily. They just believe that giants built things like Stonehenge and fucking
Oh, no.
the pyramids and
Yeah,
shit.
yes, they were just big people. Where are their skeletons?
That's the thing. They say that the Smithsonian is
Keeping them
covering up the fact that there was a race of humans that were giant, between 13 and 25 feet tall, that helped us build things like the pyramids and
We had
Stonehenge. Or giants. Or troll. Well, yeah, I guess. When I think troll, I think something small.
Oh.
To be honest with you.
I think of like Troll Hunter. Like those fucking trolls.
Yeah. See?
They would have been handy for building pyramids, I guess. And maybe kind of dopey enough to somehow manipulate or control or whatever.
Maybe.
Give them sacrifices and food.
But there are these.
Oh,
There's a
jeez.
whole.
There's legitimately.
There's a whole
There's a conspiracy
subgroup
for everything, isn't there?
of nerds who this is what they base their study on. Like this is what I do.
Does
I
it have a cool name
research
too?
giants.
Like the society of the.
Oh, I don't know what I think they call themselves megalithomaniacs.
Okay.
I believe
Alright.
is the proper title.
Sounds like anime.
Because
Okay. Say that again, slower.
Megalithomaniacs. I'm surprised that came to me when it needed
smooth.
to.
It came out pretty smooth.
All
right.
Because of the megalithic structures that
Get
these
that part,
giants helped them build. It's all really embarrassing.
Right. As is flat earthers to me.
That's
this point,
that's
it's pretty
just crazy.
embarrassing.
That to me is just crazy. I mean, which for some I don't know why, like
We've
in a
moved
way
past
that it just seems so right.
Yeah.
It's just okay. So you're telling us that everyone who works in the space industry and in communications and
They're all in on it.
navigation, billions of people that have lived and died and are still alive have been lying.
You can see the curvature of the Earth from a goddamn hot air balloon, for fuck's sake.
It's
not,
just, I don't
that's
know.
weird.
I never
don't
been
know.
in a fucking hot air balloon. I don't know nothing
But
about
on a
that.
plane, right? You look at the
I
window.
am just fucking saying that there's no way in shit you can get that many people to go along with a gag. What is wrong with you?
But it's almost as preposterous as you got that many people to believe that the Earth is flat. Because there's that. Did you see that Facebook post?
People really want to
This
believe
is fucking great.
shit.
It says there's flat earthers all around the world.
That's pretty funny.
Say that again, slowly.
That's hilarious.
All around the world? You
Yeah.
said?
You know what I mean.
Right? That's on the flat
Don't
Earth
use my
thing.
don't put words in my mouth.
Sounds like Zeke.
Yeah. Fuck.
What else you got? What's on
Well,
the list?
I
I really want to watch Team tonight.
dude, I haven't been able to watch Trick or Treat.
Yes.
I found a place that had it, like
Okay.
a website. There's one that's called Internet Archive that I go to a lot.
Okay.
That movies that I for some reason can't find on YouTube, I will go to Internet Archive, and a lot of times they'll have it.
Okay.
But it got
Yanked.
erased. It got yanked. Yeah. And
Why? Because it's October, and now you want to watch it. Because
Yeah.
it's called Trick or
Yeah.
Treat. Because they're dicks like that.
And Ozzy's in it. Gene Simmons is in it.
Yeah.
Like, there's like a
The
lot
Legend
rock
of Sammy
stars in
Kerr.
it, and
It's so very Shocker.
apparently,
it's got that same feel.
yeah, it's got the same. Like I travel through electrical
light sockets
stuff.
and radio waves.
Totally,
and shit.
yeah.
And it's got that whole backwards record feel. Like it came out roughly around the same time as The Gate.
I was going
It's
to
got that
mention
same
the Gate.
feel.
I was going to mention the Gate.
Love that movie.
I love the idea. In the 80s, there was this idea that metal records, when played backwards, could do things.
Summon the devil.
Summon
Yeah.
Satan and fucking do all kinds of weird shit. And
There's a secret message in your record if you play it
it
backwards.
was like, it was almost like no shit. It was like almost like it was dangerous. Like it'd be dangerous to play this record backwards. And then everybody's got to have that record. Like I would want that record. If I thought a record, like a metal record, was dangerous, it could possibly summon something, I'd have to have that record.
Exactly.
Man. I mean, it's a great sales tool.
Right?
You know,
Slayer Hell Awaits.
I have not though seen this movie. I
Yes.
tried. I watched the trailer for it. It's definitely Gene Simmons. He's such a dick. He's such. I'm so disappointed of how much of a dick Gene Simmons is.
I have personally
What could you
never been a fan. It's just
I don't
me, and
love Kiss.
we are the most overrated band in the world, in my opinion.
Man, those songs, not much to them.
Get up, stand
Not
up.
much to them.
No,
They're real,
because I'm a love gun. Yeah,
super simple, nothing to them.
very much. So.
1, 2, 3 songs, man, and their
The makeup
look
was amazing when I
their
was a kid. I
look
thought the look was awesome.
doesn't match their sound
at all.
in any way, shape, or form.
Nope. You're
Not
right.
to me as a little
Nope.
kid. Like when I
Gene
saw
Simmons?
Kiss,
Holy
and
shit!
then
With
I
the big
heard-
fucking dragon boots and the fucking
Yeah.
wings and the blood and the fucking.
when
Yeah.
I heard Kiss,
Like what?
I was like, "This is the music. This is
Yeah.
them."
Yeah, big.
Like it just didn't. And I was a little kid, and I don't know what like crazy weird metal bands were out at the time, but I knew that there was like blood metal out there, and
Right.
that they should sound like that if they're gonna look like that.
Exactly.
And they didn't. And
Like-
I just always kind of thought Kiss was a joke,
Like Ghost.
like Ghost. Yeah, Ghost doesn't sound like they look at all.
Weirdest thing to me.
But I thought
Like-
Kiss was a joke. I thought they were a fucking joke, you know?
Right.
Now, imagine a 5-year-old thinks you're a fucking joke. You know,
Right.
that's pretty sorry, sad, you know. But
They
he
made that movie where they're at the amusement park or whatever.
what? Amusement
That
park?
Kiss movie. Yeah.
Oh!
Phantom
Detroit
of
Rock
the
City?
Amusement- No. I love that movie though. I love Detroit Rock
Wait,
City.
is this a movie with actual Kiss in it?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
I don't
like
know.
The
Yeah, I'm not-
Phantom of the Amusement
I'm
Park.
not
They made
familiar
a-
with this
Oh,
at
you'll
all.
probably love it.
No, I'm not. I've never heard of this.
It's like Kiss meets Killer Clowns.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like
that's
it's
kinda
a,
cool.
It's a fucked up haunted
Of
amusement park.
course, they made a movie
Yeah.
because they were so product driven.
Like Ace Frehley has to like rock out the lightning on his guitar.
That's
Fucking-
awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. If you're
Gene Simmons
You would like it.
is a very business minded guy,
Jeez.
and Kiss was always a business to him. Like it was
from
never like
get-go,
I'm
right?
I'm a music guy. Like no, it was a business. He made money.
I learned these 3 chords on the bass and
I'm gonna make a
It's
business out of it, and I'm gonna take my personality and our look, and I'm gonna make a business. And he did. It was smart,
he's still smart about it. Reality show.
Is he a great guy?
No,
He's a piece of shit. But he's happy. You know what
Yeah,
I
oh,
mean?
yeah.
Like he's got the good life, man.
It was Paul Stanley that I couldn't stand.
He seems like such a pretentious piece of shit. And it's like You have no reason to fucking be pretentious, Paul Stanley.
Right?
You're not John fucking Lennon. You're Paul fucking Stan. You're the star child.
I know, but the fucking
Fuck
afro.
you. You're
and
not even the
hairy
demon,
chest and
bitch.
yeah.
You're the star child. Shut your fucking mouth.
Right, exactly.
God, such a pretentious prick. Like, so you'd be nothing without Gene Simmons. Nothing. And that's got to burn his ass. I think that might be why. I don't know. Like, they're the only two who have always been there.
Yeah.
You know, the other two have like kind of come in and out over the years.
Yeah, the drummers have come and gone and passed away, and they went through a couple of good guitar players.
Uh-huh.
I really liked Vinnie Vincent. He went on to do Vinnie Vincent.
Who was the
Invasion.
their first?
Ace Frehley was the original Get-Go's.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And Peter Criss, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Catman.
He had Catman.
And when he left, they got Eric Carr. He was the Fox instead.
No way.
Yeah.
He changed the character?
Yeah, he became a
wasn't-
fox instead of...
No.
He still had whiskers and shit, but he had a different setup. He was a fox.
That's hilarious. I
Oh, it was
had no
bad.
idea about
Oh,
that.
it was bad.
Wow.
I followed the makeup for a while, but never the music.
Wow.
The movie Detroit Rock City was really fun, though. I liked that movie.
Detroit Rock City's a little
Those
real.
kids trying to get to the Kiss show.
It's like Dazed and Confused.
Totally. Yeah.
But, like, 10 years later.
Jam, the drummer, and shit.
You know, tons of fun.
Go shake your booty. Or no, he said, go shake your wee wee. He makes a nice
Oh,
strip.
dude, how funny was
That
that?
was fucking
Go
great.
on, go shake your wee wee
Yeah.
for the ladies. Who was that character? Who was that actor?
It was somebody, dude.
Who
It was
was-
like
no,
David
it was
Arquette
somebody.
or under there
It
or
was somebody. It was
Yeah,
somebody.
it was
I want to say Benicio del Toro, but I know it wasn't. Who
I
was
want to
it?
say it was David Arquette or something. It was somebody cheesy.
Fuck, that's gonna
But
make
it's
me
somebody.
crazy.
under
God,
there.
it was
He
really
got
good.
like the 70s fucking porn mustache.
God,
and
who was that? Fuck, that was fucking hilarious. Go on,
Yeah,
go
if it
shake
was
your
like
pee-pee.
Ben Stiller or something. I don't know.
It was great.
something out of character.
It was great. And then he fucking gets up and strips. Eddie Furlong strips in front of all those fucking moms.
Yeah.
And fucking Gene Simmons' wife, who was really
Cheryl
fucking. She
Teague,
was still
right? That's still hot.
No, not Cheryl Teague. Shannon Tweed.
There you go. Yeah.
She was still hot at
Yeah.
the time. She was really hot. I don't know what she looks like. I think now
Yeah,
she's
I don't know.
gotten so much plastic surgery
yeah,
that she's
like
starting to look like a
a
doll
rubber
version
face.
of herself. Like she looks like the sex doll version of herself.
Right?
Like, she has no
I don't
expression in her
like that.
face anymore whatsoever. She's just like
That's happening a lot. A lot of those
Gross.
people are like, whoa.
just age
It
grace.
just reminds me of Repo.
The Genetic Opera.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Just-
there were some really good faces in there. You know, I
when
didn't.
Mosley or Avi
Bill
was
Mosley was
fucking wearing that
hilarious
dude's
in that
face.
movie.
He was.
He was so funny.
Such a douchebag. He was
Oh
perfect.
my god!
And singing too was great.
That's
That's another one of my Halloween favorites too.
I'm telling you, you gotta check out Corn Bugs, bro. You
This
got
is Mosley's band.
Yeah,
right?
but dude, it's Bill Mosley and Buckethead. Bill Mosley
I know. You
and
said this last time. I
Buckethead.
know. I just,
together.
send me a link. You know I'll look
Alright.
at it if it
Alright.
lands in my lap. I won't remember. 10
I will
minutes.
send you a link to some Corn Bugs.
Okay.
It's great, and I don't know if I like it so much because I know it's Buckethead and Chop Top. Do you know? Because a lot of times he is playing Chop Top
right
on the
right.
record. It's
Okay.
pretty sick. Like it's
fucking weird.
it's so weird. Bill Mosley's so weird. But speaking of Repo, the Genetic Opera, I didn't know until a year ago that the girl, the daughter,
Paris Hilton.
no, the main character,
Oh yeah.
was Spy Kid. The girl.
Oh really?
Yeah, I didn't know.
Huh.
I had no idea.
I never saw that movie, but I know what you're talking.
Spy Kids?
Yeah, I never saw it.
You never saw Spy Kids?
Oh, why would I?
Because you got a kid.
But my kid was at that weird age where it didn't care.
Oh, well.
Too young or too old, I don't remember, but it wasn't in my.
No?
No. And I know it's a Robert Rodriguez flick too, right?
Yep.
And it's got
It's
the
got
guitar player.
Spy
What's
Kids.
his name?
It's got
Benicio-
I want to say that.
Antonio Banderas.
Antonio Banderas, yeah. It's got
Right?
Desperado in it.
Right.
And it's
I like those movies a lot.
Desperado?
Yeah.
I was just thinking
El
about, you know
Mariachi.
what? I was
Love
just
that
thinking
movie.
about Desperado the other day.
Have you seen El Mariachi?
The original
Yeah.
Desperado?
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that fucking movie.
They're
It's
all
so much better. Desperado's great though.
They're
The guitar case. You're a gun guy. You gotta love it.
it's awesome.
And
It's
fucking
amazing.
Steve Buscemi.
This guy who comes in, gets everybody cranked up and
Dude.
worked up.
Yeah, that was great.
Uh-huh.
That was a fun
It was
movie.
a cool character.
Yeah.
It was Desperado was a really cool, fun movie.
This huge Mexican. He's
Yeah, the
Antonio
biggest
Banderas
fucking
is like
Mexican you've
5'8".
ever seen.
And I really liked Quentin Tarantino's part in that too. Like he's the other guy, the guys in the bar.
He was pretty funny.
Beer tastes like piss. That's because we piss in it. Fuck it.
Yeah. The Desperado. I didn't like the last one. It was the one with he had like a couple of buddies who came with him to rescue the Mexican president. Johnny Depp was in it.
You're talking about Once Upon a Time in Mexico.
Yeah, I believe yes, the last one. Yeah.
Really liked it for a lot of different reasons, but yes, his the fat and the skinny henchman little brothers that came with the remote control guitar case that
God, I hated that, man.
But it was so Mexican James Bond. It was funny. It was what they would do.
It was
with their
Mexican
research.
James Bond.
And I'm not being racist.
It was just no.
It was fun.
Well,
it was fun.
It was in Mexico.
Yeah.
It was the Mexican.
So
James
many
Bond.
little things that I liked about that movie. I think that was it William Dafoe, right?
I believe Willem Dafoe was in this movie. Yes, he was
the bad guy that got the
that's right.
plastic
He was
surgery.
like the
He's
drug
so fucking
kingpin,
crazy.
the cartel guy.
And the fucking
I think so.
Mickey Rourke's character with his little chihuahua.
He's just playing Mickey Rourke. At
Pretty
this point.
much, which is so crazy though. It was like
So weird.
I loved him in The Wrestler too.
The Wrestler is just an amazing movie.
Yeah,
It's an amazing movie.
and Johnny Depp's character was pretty fucking funny.
Really funny.
Like I love how he kills the cook because the fucking food's too good.
There,
This is the best goddamn shit ever.
there was a scene where he is wearing. He's a CIA agent undercover, and he's wearing a CIA T-shirt.
Yep. Yep.
with like some black shorts and a fanny pack.
Yep.
It was like he had some of the
He looks
wildest
so ridiculous in that movie
costuming
several times.
in that movie.
I liked him when he was all blacked out and he had the bloody eyes.
And he's blind. He got his eyes shot out.
Kid shooting with 2 guns. Yeah, and the kid's trying to tell him where to shoot.
Yeah, that was pretty
It
cool.
was pretty cool. I
Mhm.
liked that movie all right. But it was very spoofy, too. It was
It felt so.
the Guitar Town.
It felt so much less. All right, I'm not saying Desperado's believable.
Exactly. Okay, but so much less
But
believable.
this one felt so like out there and like multiple steps beyond the weirdness of Desperado. Like just we're in like some real dumb territory here.
It did get ridiculous. Like when he was on top of like that church and he starts to play the guitar and then it like cocks like a shotgun too. And so I was like, come on.
I don't remember that at
that
all.
town that just makes guitars.
Yeah, I remember that.
El fucking Jefe, whatever the fuck.
I don't.
Anyway, yeah, those.
I didn't like
good.
how they explained away Salma Hayek's character.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of inconsistent writing with the Desperado movies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bar owner, library owner.
They were weird.
Mafia hooker. I'm not sure.
But
Yeah.
Hey, how did we start talking about Desperado?
I don't remember.
Huh.
Anywho, happy Halloween this week, I guess. Right?
Yeah.
You got anything left? Save it for next time.
Let me look. I think we covered everything I was thinking about. I'm sure we haven't.
I think I'm going to pick up that Friday the 13th. Or I mean the Nightmare
you should pick up the Nightmare on Elm Street
Nightmare
set
Before
that
Elm
they've
Street.
got
I
at
said
Walmart
Nightmare
right now.
Before.
It's fucking sick. I've been doing that all fucking October. When I want to say Nightmare on Elm Street, I'll say Friday the 13th.
I said that, and then I said
I've been-
Nightmare Before
Christmas.
Nightmare Before Elm
The
Street.
Nightmare- Yeah, I've been fucking
Making my own
I don't
crossovers
know
up
what.
in my
I
head.
don't know. I must have toxoplasmosis or something. I'm fucking up my shit.
That s'more just kicked in.
All
right.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Well, we'll talk to you all next time.
All
Thanks
right.
for listening.
Yes, sir.
Happy Halloween month.
It's
'Cause it's
coming.
all month.
It's coming like a motherfucker.
That's what she said.